Good. Okay, I think we're live and I'm just still smiling. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I am Jen Sugarmeyer, your host of Mindset in the Morning. And it is, although I would say that my viewership at the time I go live is probably not very high, but this was a good example this morning of where mindset comes into all of this. You see, I've started 5 minutes late, and that's because I had to restart my computer, and that can be a little stressful. I'm ready to hit that live on YouTube button, and I'm like, why isn't it pushing? Why isn't it pushing? And then I go to shut down my computer because this was a few minutes ahead of time. I go to shut down my computer and it's like, you have all these files open. Would you like to save your files? I'm like, oh, I should save my files. So I'm doing all that. But there's this calm and there's this peace about me because I know that it's something that I can't control. So as much as I want to be on time and I did what I normally do, there was something about today that my computer said, you know what? It's time for you to restart. So I could get caught in the moment. Oh, I have to be on time. I have to this, that. But there's nothing I can do. And remember what happens when we try to control. I have a piece of cat fur somewhere on my face. Remember what happens when you try to control something that is outside of your control? Two things. It's wasted energy and you go in a state of suffering. So if I'm trying to control and I get stressed out, oh, I can't, it is going to launch me into this suffering. But because we know that the mind is powerful, I said, look, this is something that I can't control. I'm going to do the best that I can, and I'm going to show up exactly when I can. So that was just a little example of real time and why I'm 5 minutes late. And I also wanted to share this because it came in the mail yesterday. And if you've not had a chance to go get yourself a copy, Confidence is Queen is now live. Oh, so good. It's so good. Confidence is Queen. And if you're not familiar with this, the queen is the most powerful player in the game of chess. She can make all the moves. And with confidence, so can you. So, and confidence is a mindset. It's not something you just like, oh yeah, now I have confidence. Look at that. You don't just go buy it. It doesn't come off a shelf. It's something you work towards. Just like we talk about every single morning, getting in our mind, understanding, how to navigate this thing that can be very complicated and very simple at the same time when you understand how to use it. So today we're going to talk about, because I've been seeing these pictures of Rebel Wilson. She's lost, I think, 60 pounds, maybe, I don't know, whatever it is. Rebel's lost some weight, and she has some people in her life that, everybody has their opinions. So today we're talking about, as you elevate your life, what to expect, some things to watch out for. But first, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. That helps blow up this algorithm. And this is more than just something that, oh, that was nice to watch once. We want to start a movement here, a movement of intentionality and mindset mastery. And we work out the body, we work out the spirit. But what about the mind? The holy trinity of health is mind, body, soul. And when we say mind, people get a little weird about it. And I don't understand. When we say mental health, people get a little weird about it. We talked about that earlier on in this week. And I don't know why people get weird about it, because every single one of us has mental health, just like every one of us has physical health. So we need to be taking care of our mental health. And the truth is, our nation is at 40%, and this may be a global statistic. I don't know if it's US specific or global. I think it's global, but 40% of people right now after COVID have poor mental health. 40%. But when you take care of your mind and you're able to engage these things, and like me trying to hit that YouTube thing, and I could feel like failure, and I could, probably not a great example. Let's say you get laid off from your job. That's a better example. I could go into suffering and say, man, I feel like a failure. I've been rejected, and just go through a litany of things of the reasons why I feel bad about myself. Or we can understand the power of the mind and say, hold on, failure exists in the mind. This is actually an opportunity and I can use it for my benefit. I'm going to find the silver lining and all the things that we talk about repeatedly here on the show. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get rolling with today. I was looking at the clock. I'm like, have I already talked for 10 minutes? No, Jen, that's because you're late. So you did your best to be on time. It is what it is. So thank you for being patient with me. So as you level up your life, and these are things that I've experienced, these are things I've witnessed, these are things that, I've, heard from other people. And just because you are making moves in your life, it doesn't always mean that the people around you are ready for that. It doesn't mean, and that's not that they're against you, it means that they might not be ready for it. So there's a few things. You may make an announcement, and in your mind, you say, I'm ready to tell everybody my story. I'm ready to share this news. I'm ready to share this really personal thing, whatever it is. And you put it out to the world, and it's not received in the way that maybe you imagined it would. Or maybe there's some big transition, Hey, I'm actually a dude. Hey, I'm actually a female, or, I'm transitioning or whatever. And you tell everyone, and you want everybody to start calling you he, him, and or she, her, or whatever. You're like, have the pronouns match my new me. But it's some people might not be ready to hear that yet, and they want to be respectful of you, but they just haven't even. They're still processing it. So we have to realize that when we are putting something out into the world, when there is this new information that's coming from you, or a new career path, or whatever that may be, that the world isn't always going to be right in lockstep where you are. And it's not because they're against you. They might just not know what to do with that information. For example, when I transitioned out of corporate, I'm like, this is the new me. But a lot of people didn't know how to support me. They just didn't know. Well, Jen, I don't know what's a good referral for you. And maybe some people said, let me just hang back and see, are you going to stick with this? Are you even proven? Because I only want to recommend you if you're proven, versus just like, hey, I want to do this and I'm just giving it a try. So I don't know what it is for anybody, but I absolutely felt that. Some people were like, good job, Jen, but I don't know how to support you. I don't know how to refer you, which of course we all want to be referred, but some people didn't know how. So we have to realize that it takes people time to wrap their head around things, to be comfortable with certain things. And it's not on you, that's on them. You see, they're leading their own journey in this life. And we can't speed it up. We can't pump it back. We have to be respectful. Just like you're looking for that same level of respect in your own life. Hey, this is what's going on with me now. And it doesn't have to be something so drastic. This could be mindset changes. This could be weight loss, like Rebel Wilson. So she lost a bunch of weight. And here's the second thing. She lost a bunch of weight, and she started to hear some pushback. Oh, you don't like the heavier community. Oh, you want to be skinny. You don't like being, bigger, fat, or whatever. So now people are body shaming her because she's getting skinny. But you see, what happens when you change, there's this loss sometimes for people. Some people, you go, do it, do the thing. But some people are going to experience a loss. It's change. Change is different. I don't have any idea how I got on these videos on YouTube, but once you start watching a few of them, then they all come in. So I see a lot of these. I don't always watch them, but I see a lot of them in my, my little homepage. But I started watching. There's some, transgender. There's this kind of whole movement. It's much more prevalent now than it used to be. Well, there's also this thing called detransitioning. So that means you went from like male to female or female to male to female. So you said, oh, nope, I'm a transgender. And then you said, nope, going back to the beginning. And the people that were detransitioning felt this immense pushback from the transgender community because the transgender community was feeling rejected. Oh, you don't agree with what we're doing? You don't like who we are? Oh, you don't agree with this or whatever it may be. And so they started to feel this pushback because they were going back to who they felt they identified with. And isn't that what this is all about? Being who you feel like you identify with. And if it's a male, then you change to male. And if it's a female, you change to female. And what if you went male to female to male? But there's this shaming because there's a loss. There's a loss of the community. There's this feeling inside of them. And if we dug down, it goes down to their beliefs. They believe, I'm making this up, that you are rejecting the community. You said, no more going back. I'm not a part of you all. When in fact, when you listen and you hear the stories of the people that have detransitioned, they still identify with the transgender community because they've been a part of it for so long. So when we dig down, people's beliefs play a huge role in how they're going to interpret information, but realize that not only do they need time to process and catch up, if they ever catch up, but that they're also experiencing potentially a loss. That seeing you change is now you're a different person. I'll tell you, I'm a different person than I was because my mind thinks differently. And so I can't hang out with some of the same people that I did. I don't want to, because when I'm around them, we're going to get into that, but it's different. So for them, being around you, different. Man, what happened to our drinking buddy? Man, now you don't want to drink anymore. What happened to our drinking buddy? We had so much fun. Man, what happened to that person we just sit around and gossip with? Man, now you don't want to gossip. You just want to, be positive all the time, or whatever that is. Oh, you just want to detransition back to your original gender. You want to lose weight. So people will see this, and for whatever reason, they may experience a loss. And just as you are asking respect from them, you also, as you are looking for respect, you need to respect them as well. It's a two-way relationship. Give them time. Change can be weird for people. So people may drop out of your life. They may say, you know what? I only knew you like this, whatever that is, a certain weight, wearing a certain kind of clothes, doing a certain kind of thing, as a certain sex, as a certain race. I don't know. Michael Jackson seemed to kind of change his, but whatever. But people may say, wow, it's too much. I don't know how to collaborate with you anymore. I don't know how to talk to you anymore. This is a little more than I asked for. I thought this was my friend and I just don't get it. And that's okay. It's okay if people self-select out of your life. It doesn't mean that it's going to be easy for you. It doesn't mean that it's going to feel great, but you can do the mindset work to say, you know what? There is a time and place for everyone. And I appreciate that friendship for what it brought me. And now I'm going to open my energy to new relationships. So instead of going into suffering over a loss in your life, you can look at it as an opportunity to find people that align with you, that understand you, because we're always looking for our tribe. Where are my people? Where are my people? Who do I hang out with that just get me? And when you find those people, oh man, it feels so good. You're like, whoa, they get it. They get it when I want to lose weight. They get it when I gain weight. They get it. They exercise a lot. They get it that sometimes you need to sacrifice things for your business. They get it. Whatever your thing is. It is so important for us to be surrounded by people that understand us, because then when we're going through something, we have somewhere to go and people understand us. It's this beautiful thing that happens. I'm in a lot of different networking groups. And when I have something that comes up, I can just talk to one of them or say, hey, I need a resource. And they say, hey, I can be that resource, or I can help you with that, or whatever. And you get the support that you need from these people. So you always want to have that tribe. But as you're changing, people or evolving, as you're elevating, people may self-select to say, I'm not. And that's on them. Know that it's not on you. Keep doing you. You set out on a mission for a reason. If you wanted to lose weight for your health, lose weight for your health. If you wanted to lose weight because you wanted to fit a different size pants, do that. If you wanted to lose weight because you just think it feels better for your knees, do that. You wanted more energy? I don't know. But there's a loss that people may feel. They may not be ready for your change. And they may self-select to say, I don't know how to deal with this. Because change can be tough for people. And the last thing, you may find that you've outgrown people, that you no longer know how to relate to them. So people may self-select, or you may select. You may be the one saying, hey, I'm in a different place. So it's not no, it's just not now. And you absolutely have that right to do that. And you may lose friendships over it altogether. But it has to be an opportunity to find new people. Sometimes we expect change, but we don't change anything in our life. And if we have this idea that we want to lose weight, and our friends hang out at the bar and eat crap all day, and we go with them and do the same thing, then are we ever going to achieve our weight goals if we literally make no change, but we have this idea in mind? Then it's just an idea. Now, maybe you still go to the bar, but you stop eating crap. That's still a change for your friends. They may say, yeah, but we used to split this 4 ways before. Oh, you don't want to hang out with us? Well, then fine. We'll find somebody else that does, because we like splitting something 4 ways or whatever. I'm making this up. So as you change your behaviors, either people may self-select to say, I don't know what to do with this. Or you may say, look, I'll come out and hang out once a week, but I want to spend my time in the gym. I want to spend my time meal prepping. I want to spend my time with other people that like to work out, that have, the mindset that I'm looking for, that understand me, that are on the same journey, whatever. So as you are leveling up your life, as you are elevating and rising, know that it's a change for everyone. And you have to respect people just as the same way you would want respect. And the truth is, you may have more respect for people. They may just say, look, I don't get it. I don't even like this. I'm going to cut you down. And then that shows a lot about their character. Are those people you really wanted in your space anyway? I had that on my journey. I had women in my life and they didn't get it. And they started to gossip about me and start rumors. And okay. And you know what? I didn't talk badly about them because that's not the person that I want to be. I'm not going to sink down to their level. I'll stay where I'm at because I'm happy here. I'm really happy here. You guys can do your gossip and have your thing. And I know that there's a disconnect between us, and that's okay. I'm going to move on. I did move on. Be the bigger person. Always be the bigger person. It's going to make you feel better in the end. So just know that those could happen as you elevate your life. So with that, if you've not yet hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, please do so now. And it is Friday, y'all. So that means Saturday, Sunday, do some level of self-care, whether it's 5 minutes, an hour, or an entire day or the weekend. Whatever it looks like for you, do some level of self-care because you need to be taking care of you. It's not selfish, it's necessary. Why do they tell you to put your mask on first before helping other people? Because if you can't breathe, you can't help others. So make sure you go do something for yourself this weekend. All right, that's it for me. I am Jen Sugarmeyer, your host of Mindset in the Morning. Hit that subscribe button and I'll see you back here